Eat the rich. Did you eat them? Did you eat the rich? How did it taste?
Stale.
How did it taste?
Stale.
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 Who would be your favorite rich person to eat?
My favorite rich person to eat, probably Elon Musk.
And do you think he's a negative for society, Elon Musk?
Yeah, I do. I do. He just uses his money and tosses it around.
What do you think would happen if we got rid of all billionaires here in the United States?
I think we would have more to eat.
What do you think would happen to a lot of the jobs here in the United States?
If all the billionaires were gone, I think we would all have better wages.
Do you think any billionaires help fund some of these organizations here in the United States, like George Soros? Do you think he's a billionaire you'd want to eat?
I think it's all about what it means to eat the rich.
What if like some of the rich people were like, oh, I'll give you $1 million. Would you take $1 million from a billionaire?
Sure, I like money. They're not going to make me do it, but I'll take their money.
And that's the problem. You don't want to do shit, but you want the money, but you want them to get taxed to help somebody else. That doesn't sound fair.
Are he, him?
That's right.
What were you born?
I was born biologically female.
How does that transition go? At what age did you decide you want to become he, him?
I guess I committed to it when I was 20.
Do you feel like happier now?
I'm more content with myself, yeah.
I don't mind you don't want to eat the rich. But the idea that you don't have anything to provide or say, hey man, I'll do this for 1 million, but you want to justify, just give me the money. I like money. Already tells me you don't like middle ground.
And happy, a group out here just trying to show some love. I can read a sign from here that says God demands freedom. A lot of people around here have signs that have biblical verses on them. But there are also some signs here that, we cannot show on TV because they have curse words that are pointed.
I didn't see any like that.
I saw a few.
Who are you working for, Fox?
I'm actually live on the air right now. No,
are you really?
I'm not.
Why are you lying to them?
I'm not lying, sir. Please, I saw some signs.
We're going to make sure that Lauren is okay.
But there are several.
You know how many religious leaders are out here?
Our thanks to Lauren. We're going to make sure she's okay as she's interacting with some people who have gathered out at this.
And that is the problem with the left. You can have an opinion of, I just see some Bible verses and I saw some people say some bad words. What? I see, what? A right-winger? Fox, I'm CBS. What? I'm not lying.
There he is!
And guess what? Everybody's now afraid because they say word means violence and we need to respond with violence. What happened to Charlie Kirk? That's why Steve Egger, hey, we need to go see what the heck is happening. Caught her. Adelo, remember to subscribe.
¿Por qué?
Talk about the different races, right? The white people, they have this way of being where they know how to raise their children. The Asians, they have this sense of community. It's not as dysfunctional as the blacks. The reason I'm saying that is I got typecasted in care. 5 families out of 36, yeah, were all black, Caribbean or African. The last black family I was with, I was like, I want a white family.
So what happened there?
They would abuse me. They would abuse me for like pissing on the seat. But like, I'm a kid. How am I supposed to know what to fucking do? Like, and then they'll get like frying pans and like beat me with frying pans.
What the
One time they was watching Shrek. On my birthday they were watching it.
They're gonna beat him on his birthday watching Shrek.
I mean, I'm not saying everybody is the same, but on Curacao, they used to beat me on the wound when they told me not to go outside. And if I did go outside and I got a wound, they would slap the wound. I'm not saying everybody is like that, but how people punish each other in a culture is different. And if you can get money for helping and you need to maintain your culture, it might happen. I'm not saying it's the case. Because right now, if you just mention beating up a kid, most white people will be like, no, don't do that.
So I was like, yeah, let me watch it. It's my birthday. They said, get the out. Yeah, I was just in the kitchen on my own. I was like, oh, okay. White family. They were the best family ever in my life. If they lived in London, I'll still be with them right now. They'd be cool.
Damn.
She said, if you want to follow your dreams, I'm not going to stop you. And my dream was to just dance.
Yeah, but is your foster mother?
She's not just my foster mother. Like, forget foster. Like, she's my mother. Her children are my siblings. Holly, Ellie, Andrew, Big Dwayne. They're all my siblings. I don't need to speak to them all the time to know that that's family. It's not about the racism. Like, I don't give a I'm black.
Yeah, that's the way. This is, by the way, this is the way normal people are most of the time. Like, I know that everybody, you're seeing a lot of extremism on the internet. But this is actually a pretty common phenomenon. I mean, like, I've seen this happen in my own life, too. Yeah, this is extremely common. It's very normal. And, it's that simple.
A lot of people's way of life is based anecdotally on their neighborhood, what they see. And if many people say some people think in a specific way because their neighborhood is some way and that's it, you can blame them for that. I'm like, yeah, that is true. So if they go to a privileged place of more white people, you can blame them to be more comfortable and want to try to live amongst them. I'm not saying it's wrong, but you want peace. No, ladies and gentlemen, that's not ICE and those are not Americans. This is just Gen Z in Mexico. Just a different level. It's happening.
Seeing some unbelievable footage out of Virginia as burglars pour into the street like a circus routine. 9 burglars were caught on camera coming out of what looked like a clown car. Check this out. 2 people were even seen climbing out of the trunk. Police say the group robbed a commercial building near Warrington on October 15th. And right now, they're asking the public's help to identify them.
I mean, they robbed 1,300, but all I can say is, look, rich people like lazy people because generally they find a way to do their job very quickly so that they can be lazy. And I'm like, if they can rob so well together in the team, that's teamwork. Get a freaking job together. I just want to add this part to be safe. Disclaimer, I'm not advocating for this, but these days you have to add disclaimer everywhere because you can't even make a joke without telling people it's a joke because somebody might believe you. I'm so tired of this.
What are the chances of white guys experiencing being assaulted by black men to the same degree as women being assaulted by men?
Why would it need to be the same degree?
Because I think if it's a low chance, something that's
well, how low of a chance? How low of a chance before I'm not racist when I cross the street? Does it need to be?
Like 1%.
Your chances of getting SA'd by a group of men is way less than 1%.
Or sexually harassed or just
way less than 1%.
I'm going to respectfully disagree. It was
disagree with what? You want to see the stats?
Well, I'm also just talking about sexual harassment.
What does that mean? They catcall you?
Bother you, yeah.
They just catcall you?
Yeah, it's annoying.
So what would you like less, if you were a young man to get your ass kicked by a group of young black guys or get catcalled by a group of white dudes?
I do not hear of like interracial beat-ups. Like, do you have any statistics?
Yeah.
On the likelihood of white people being beaten up by black people?
I mean, if you think being catcalled is happening more than you're getting beaten because of race, woo!
In comparison to the other way around, strap yourself in.
Interracial violent incidents per capita of offending race. And this is from a Bureau of Justice Statistics National Crime Victimization Survey from 2018. Okay, so white and black 30, black on white 1,288 versus 30 for white on black.
Well, gee, Chuck, it seems like, based on what you just said earlier, if I could demonstrate this to you, you said that you would advise your little sister to cross the street. Do you hold to that? Do you hold to it, Chuck? Do you hold to it? Are you going to advise your sister to cross the street now?
Nah, because I think it's white boys that are getting beat up.
Bah! It's only going to tell me something I don't want to know.
So even if you have evidence, it doesn't matter because it's happening to men. Okay, I'm just laughing because it's not really funny. Do you still want the beer?
A number of Americans say they want to leave the country permanently. This is according to a new Gallup poll. 20% of people say they want to live somewhere else. That's 1 in 5. And the shift is mainly driven by young women, ages 15 to 44. 40% of them say that they want to go. And Martha and I texted about this last night because I'm thinking we've had an opportunity to travel many places around the world. To me, there is no better place in America. If you were born here, George Bush used to say, you won life's great lottery.
Exactly
You're an educated American woman. Your ticket, you write it yourself. But people want to leave.
Yeah, you know, I think it's true. When you travel other places, which we both love to do, it's always fascinating, but then you're always glad to come home and you always appreciate the great things about this country. There's a lot of parallels in this group between the vote that we saw on Tuesday in New Jersey and in Virginia when you look at the age range. The other thing is that it doesn't ask, are you going to leave? It just says, basically it's like at a cocktail party, would you say, I really want to get out of here. I really want to leave the country. But they're not actually leaving the country. So it's just complaining, and there's a lot of Trump derangements.
They all want to be Emily in Paris.
Oh, yeah, but they want, and I think it's
be Emily in New York.
It's a protest vote against the president, I think, because it traces right back to when he was nominated, you know? And so while you have so many young women at these turning point events, and the other side is thriving in a huge way, this group likes to, at least at cocktail parties, say that they want out. But I don't think they're going anywhere.
The fact that she went wah, 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 wah is something that a lot of men used to do, but they can't do. But now I realize women just think the same. The problem is if it comes from a man,
I'm gonna kick your butt!
Back to the start of the day, my morning actually started being properly. But soon after, my mood changed. There was a man driving a scooter in front of me, and he would continually slow down so I'd have to pass him, and then he would speed up and pass me again. It kept going on and on and on. The first time I smiled at him, and after that I kept ignoring him. He turned off and I thought I'd lost him until I pulled over to have a small rest and a drink, and he appeared again, got off his scooter and came to talk to me. There was a bit of a language barrier, but he seemed friendly, so I let him try to talk to me. But then it quickly turned uncomfortable and he asked where I was staying, and I knew where it was going. I wish I had reacted more firmly, but I was just in shock. I could not believe he asked me that question, and after I said no, he still had the audacity to expose himself to me like that. I guess this is just another reminder to set aside people-pleasing and speak up loudly when things like this happen.
I can't believe it just happened. It was such a beautiful place with really kind people, and then something like that happens. Now I'm going to be on the edge of the rest of my trip. I'm alone, and that just wasn't.
well, that was an anecdotal experience that she's never going to forget, but she can never talk about that in the Western country that she might have come from, because then she would be a racist.
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush, hash, purple, skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, durloqueta, verdetta, welcome.